Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode of Chicaqgo Bulls podcast. On today's episode, we got to talk about it. Nikola Vucevic tired of the Bulls players pointing fingers at each other. And then we're going to look at the game against the Phoenix Suns tonight. Y'all already know. Y'all got to hear the music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Chicaqgo Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, holding it down for me and C-Dub on today's episode. If you like what you're listening to, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for the gang. All right, appreciate y'all. Thanks for joining us today. Now we're going to talk about it. Nikola Vucevic, he tired of the Bulls players pointing fingers at each other. Now look, we already know Vuce has been the most consistent Bull this season. The most consistent Bull this season. I can't say last season because he was getting on my damn nerve. Couldn't move his feet. He was stuck in mud. But now this year in the contract year, he's moving his feet a little bit better. Still got his, situations here and there. But overall, the man has, for the most part, been a consistent double-double for the entirety of the year. Now, in the last game that we played against the Detroit Pistons, Nikola Vucevic got in a little argument with Pat Bev. What did I say about Pat Bev? He's going to come in. He's going to hold these players accountable. And we're going to see who fall in line. We're going to see who don't like it. I say Vooch didn't like it. Because right after that game, we get this article that has been percolating on the internet about how Nikola Vucevic is tired of Bulls players pointing fingers. Guess what, Vooch? I am too. But at the end of the day, if you're wrong, my brother. If you're right, you're right. But in that situation, you were wrong, bro. And the leader is going to hold your ass accountable. That's what it really comes down to. You see Patrick Bev getting on everybody behind on that Bulls team. And I understand you can get frustrated and things like that. But you are a 30-plus-year-old vet. You know that there's going to be some accountability associated when you bring a veteran with leadership qualities like a Patrick Beverley. This man was on LeBron James' ass, who many people got as the GOAT. You think Pat Bev ain't going to come at you, Brody? You crazy. You crazy. For real. And I understand that pointing fingers is annoying. I understand that. I don't see it as pointing fingers, though. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see him holding you accountable in that fourth quarter with that time left when you supposed to be watching the man with the ball. Your eyes are stuck on your defender. I get it. You have to maintain and know where that guy is, but you also have to pay attention and watch the ball. Guess what, my guy? Your head's supposed to be on a swivel. So how are you this mad to where after the game now reports are coming out saying that you tired of people of fingers being pointed at each other, bro? In that particular moment, Vooch, you were not good when it mattered. In that moment right there, that situation, that play, bro, telling you got to be right there. It's time to close this game out because y'all was giving the game up, and that's what you know what I'm saying, and. It all came on a drive. Buddy drove past Pat Bev, and Vooch was supposed to slide over to help either block the shot or change the shot and make the shot a little bit tougher for the Detroit Pistons. You know what I'm saying? And out of that report, it said that Vucevic hasn't been thrilled with some of the recent finger pointing, and this wasn't the first time he was unhappy with the tone directed at him and other teammates. What you mean the tone directed at you and other teammates? See, that's the problem with today's NBA, in my opinion. These players want to be babied. Bro, you got to be able to take constructive criticism. Now, I'm pretty sure nobody's out there calling you out your name, calling you dumb, stupid, or anything like that. They just holding you accountable. That's the problem that we're facing. A lot of players don't want to be held accountable. They want to be babied. Look at the Atlanta Hawks. Not an Atlanta Hawks topic, but look at the Atlanta Hawks. You got John Collins in the damn thing. Our head coach didn't tailor to our development and our mental state. Bro, that's not their job. Their job is to coach the damn game and put the best product on the court. They can assist with that, but that's not their job. Come on, bro. And Vooch, as a 32-year-old player, 32, 33, you should know better, bro. And what tone are you looking for? To somebody to baby you? Come on, bro. And they went on to say it wasn't just the Beverley Vooch thing. And then they said it does put the team's leadership hierarchy in question. I want to know what's the question. What's the team hierarchy? That's what we always wonder what that was. We've always wondered what that was. And just because Pat Bev knew it doesn't mean he can't come in and be one of the leaders. I wouldn't say he's the de facto leader, but that doesn't mean he can't come in and be a leader. So I don't get that. And then they go on to say it's not like I'm a third or fourth year player just trying to establish myself and establish my value. I'm pretty well known around the league, what I can do and what I bring to the table. Duh. That's why when dude drove past Pat Bev, you were supposed to slide your Bigfoot ass over. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple. You're not a third or fourth year player. In that situation, you don't supposed to have your eyes stuck on your defender. You're supposed to be head on a swivel. Your defender, where's the ball? He driving, you slide over, and you have the help defense. So of course, you gotta get some of that smoke. Because like you just said, Vooch, you're not a third or fourth year player. You do have value, but you can still be corrected, bro. Come on. I'm tired of the finger pointing too. I want y'all to go ahead and be held accountable and play the right way as well. But at the end of the day, you can't sit there and say you tired of the finger pointing, but not holding yourself accountable for some of the nights to where you have disappeared in the fourth quarters. And on some nights in the fourth quarters, you're not there defensively. And it's not just in the fourth quarters in some games. So you got a right to be upset about what, you know what I'm saying? The players pointing fingers, but you got to take some self-accountability too. You got to look within too. You ain't perfect, bro. Nobody on this team, bro. In that situation, you say, all right, my bad, bro. I got you. I missed it. You right. I missed it. You sitting there trying to argue back and forth on the court during a game in a key moment. You're not a third or fourth year player, right? Don't act like it, bro. Don't act like it, bro. Don't give us that. Don't give us that. The Bulls fans deserve more than that. We deserve more than that as much as we done dealt with y'all bullshit this season. So, hey, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments, though. Let me know if nephew out here tripping or is Vooch tripping, because I believe he's lacking a little bit of self-accountability in that moment. You know what I'm saying? How it's crazy timing how this article came out right after you just had a spat on the court with Pat Bev. And then in one of your comments, it does put the team's leadership hierarchy in question. Exactly. Sounds a little fishy to me. And the Bulls better not expect that you can't be 100% sure that he's going to return for the next season or so on and so forth. You can't 100% project that. That's not solidified because the deal ain't signed. So it's not 100%. So we'll see. We shall see. All right, y'all. So let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. On to the Bulls versus the Phoenix tonight. How will the Bulls look against the Phoenix Suns? I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't know. I know the Bulls, they typically show up against the top teams in the NBA. They typically do. You know what I'm saying? They typically go out and play hard. They lose some, and then, you know, some we might get a win in here and there. You know what I'm saying? But the Bulls have played better against the top Eastern Conference teams and not so well against the top Western Conference teams. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens, because this is definitely one of the top Western Conference teams. Now you got KD, but the first thing that I'm asking is, Billy Donovan, is Patrick Williams going to be in your starting lineup? If Billy Donovan doesn't have Patrick Williams in the starting lineup, it's good riddance from there on out. I'm telling you. If you think Alex Caruso is going to guard KD, you have lost your mind. It ain't happening. He going to shoot over him anytime. He going to shoot over P. Will too, but P. Will got the height to make it just a little bit more difficult. If Patrick Williams is not started tonight, Billy Donovan continues to prove me right. He's a fucking bozo, and he's on Jim Boylan level. Argue with your mama, don't argue with me. That's just my point of view. Hey, if you disagree in the comments. Let me know. Just be respectful. Hey, then the next thing I want to see is Pat Bev versus CP3. Pat Bev called CP3 a cone. So let's see how that matchup is going to be. And then Zach LaVine and Devin Booker is the matchup I want to watch. In the last game, I believe, against the Hornets, Devin Booker dropped 37. In the last matchup with the Bulls versus the Detroit Pistons, Zach LaVine dropped 41. Is it going to be the battle that we want? Is it going to be the battle that we need to see? Will Zach LaVine respond? That's what we need. DeMar DeRozan needs to take that back seat like he's been doing for this calendar year and let Zach LaVine cook. Zach LaVine has to cook, and he needs to cook the entirety of the game. So when DeMar DeRozan starts to go ahead and be a ball hog, somebody need to pull him aside like, nah, get a ball to Zach. He got to put in some work because you can't just sit there and let Devin Booker do anything offensively and not put no pressure on him defensively if you Zach LaVine, because they don't have Mikal Bridges anymore, who's going to be that defensive guy. And the Suns, they got to figure out what the hell their defense is going to look like anyway. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's going to look pretty good, but you still got to work on it. You still got to work on that because now there's no Mikal Bridges, and now you're working with KD. You know what I'm saying? That's a taller guy, different player, and all these guys got to learn how to play with KD, even though it's going to be fairly easy to implement him in that defensive scheme because that's just who he is. He's an easy plug-and-play guy. You can plug him into any system. His game travels, and he'll still be able to do that for the team. So I just want to see if the Bulls go out and respond. I'm really, really going to pay attention to Billy Donovan, as always, and I ain't got too much hope that he's going to be able to do things well. That's just me and my opinion. I believe he should start Patrick Williams, but the question is, will he start Patrick Williams? He needed to start Patrick Williams against the Toronto Raptors. Guess what? He didn't do it. So why would I expect him to do it tonight? I don't know. I believe it ain't rocket science. I believe he should. I believe you automatically start Patrick Williams because Kevin Durant is in, and that's who P. Will is going to be guarding. So you stagger P. Will minutes with Kevin Durant, but we don't know. We don't know. That's just me. We don't know. But hey, let me know in the comments how y'all think the Bulls going to look tonight against the Phoenix Suns. I say they're going to look pretty good. I believe they're going to fight hard, but then they fall short. That's just my prediction. I hope I'm wrong. I believe the Bulls lose tonight, but it's going to be a great game. That's what I say. I think it's going to be a good game, a close game. Very fun to watch, but I think it's going to result in a loss. That's just me, in my opinion. But if y'all like what y'all listening to, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to be a part of our mailbag episodes, leave a voicemail on that number, 773-242-9219. This is another episode of Chicaqgo Bulls Podcast. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Cognac. Gang.